Welcome back to the garden, friends. Today we have a big preservation project to do. As you can see, our greens are out of control here. The Swiss chard is about to my hip, or I would say. So today we're gonna get this tackled before work. I get the burner lit and the water boiling, and what we're going to do is wash, chop, and prep some greens, get them blanched, and then cool them down and process them, package them up, put them into the freezer. Can you see the two little doves on the top of the tree up there making all that beautiful noise? So as you can see, the process is blanching the greens for about 2 minutes or so, pulling them out, putting them in cold water, letting them cool down, squeezing them out fairly dry, and then laying them out to air dry a little bit more. And then I am using a mixture of greens that I have from the garden here. We have some Swiss chard, we have some regular kale, and then some, I guess you would call it dinosaur style kale that we are using today. I will definitely grow more of this type of kale rather than the other ones next year, because I feel like you get so much more kale-ness, leaf matter per leaf than the other ones. Normal kale has a few, sections of leaf, and then it kind of cuts off and has a few more. And this one just has more sustenance to each leaf. I feel like you get more bang for your buck on it. We have taken care of most of the leafy matter itself. Now we're going to move on to these stems. I'm going to chop these up. I'm going to blanch them for just a tad bit longer, maybe 2.5 minutes or so. Get them packaged up separately, and then they'll go into the more hearty stews that can cook for a little bit longer. Now on to the packaging. So this was frustrating a little bit. It's been a minute since I've used one of these, so I kind of forgot the ground rules, like making sure you have enough space in the bag to be able to fit it all the way into the back of the sensor. Mistake number one, so I should have made the baggies bigger. And also we are working with items that have a little more moisture in them, and so you want to make sure you stop sucking the air out of it before the liquid gets into the machine, because that made a whole bunch of mess and frustration for me, so that was great. Now normally one might cut this part out or edit it out or not include it, but I think it's important to include the moments of frustration as well sometimes, to know that we're all human. We all go through these, and even if you're watching a video and it's all put together and it looks wonderful and everything worked well, chances are some things went wrong and there were some frustrations, and that's totally okay. So I learned from the first round of baggies. I made them a little bit bigger, and that went a whole lot better. I tend to have an issue with feeling like I'm using too many materials or I'm being wasteful of them. So I usually try not to do any items in these types of bags because they are so single use. I mean, of course, if you have really big bags that you're using, you can maybe cut them down and wash them out, sanitize them, and reuse them again, and still get to seal them. But in these smaller ones, they're really just a one-use thing. But they are more necessary if you're storing for long term. It definitely helps keep that freezer burn off of your items. Now you can see here, I just checked for the seal to make sure that the seal went all the way across, and either I wasn't happy with it or it didn't completely go all the way, and so I'm just going to put it back in and make it seal it again. Make sure that that seal goes nicely all the way across the bag. So my plan with these is to put them in things like maybe a quiche, throw them in eggs in the morning, the stems into like soups, maybe some spinach soup, that sort of thing, whatever you would put spinach in, that is, stuff like that. And then here is the water that is the leftover from cooling the greens down, and I am not going to waste that. That is going to become fertilizer for the plants that are in my garden. So I'm going to take that water, add some of it, a couple jars full, into my can, and fill the rest up with water, and then water the plants with it. It was about now that I realized just how stinking hot it has become in this greenhouse with the plastic on it. So I've decided to go ahead, and today's the day. Now is the time. I can take the plastic off, throw some shade cloth over it, and it is now ready for the warmer temperatures that we're experiencing. And there we go. It is all set and ready to go. And thank you for joining me for today's video, and I hope to see you in the next one for our next project.